It felt like such a waste, and it didn't need to happen. This person's just, going about their business, just cycling down this country road on a beautiful sunny day, and then all of a sudden, they're dead. I just had this feeling that whoever did it would have been thinking, those country coppers aren't going to solve this. They're not going to know where to look. I'll get away with it.
I remember thinking, not on my watch. Do you get involved in these towns and these communities and you really want to do the right thing by them? And that's what we did. There was two critical elements at the scene. One was a shoe of the bicycle rider. There was a blue mark on the back of the heel of that shoe. And the other one was the spotlight, which wasn't relevant to Martin's gear or anything like that.
I've never seen a spotlight that large on a small car. So I'm thinking we've got a truck or a four-wheel drive of some type.
We had CCTV footage in town here at the service station. Unfortunately, it didn't give us the whole road. It only gave us the bottom half of the vehicle. And we were trying to identify if there was a four-wheel drive or a truck with that sort of spotlight on coming through, and that had led nowhere. We were at a dead end until we realised that there were some traffic counters nearly 8 kilometres down the road from the accident. I never knew. Been in the job for 30 years, I never knew what traffic counters actually recorded. Lo and behold, we actually found out they give us a lot of information. They're satellite times, so the times on there are so accurate. They give speeds of vehicles, they give a number of axles in that vehicle and how far they are apart.
Tim and Matt showed me the traffic counter, and they told me that a GPS had been located at the scene on Dr. Pearson's bike. It's a cycling type GPS. If the GPS was turned on at the time of the accident, there may be a track log available to analyse and see, the time that the accident could have occurred. The GPS was in fact recording a track log for that day. It's quite dramatic on the graph. You can clearly see a deceleration event from Dr. Pearson's average speed of about 20 to 30 kilometres an hour throughout that day. It changes, then goes to zero. The last speed recorded by the GPS is at 3:14 and 43 seconds, and that is in fact the time of the accident.
Now we could match a vehicle off that traffic counter to when the accident occurred.
So this vehicle's travelling north.
Yep.
It passes over the traffic counter at 3:09 and 51 seconds.
Yep. And it's doing 90 kilometres per hour.
So that actually puts it right at the incident scene, right at the time. So it was one particular night I was working by myself. It was about 9 p.m. and I just thought, well, I'll go back through this CCTV footage based on the new time. And I saw the truck. And I just remember thinking to myself, that's the truck. It can't be anything else. Like, that's the exact axle combination that I've told's rare, and it's coming through in the exact time that it needed to come through to be at the traffic counter and then travelling at that speed to be at the incident scene. I looked up the truck registration to see whether there'd been any previous traffic tickets and if there was anyone else driving that truck. And all the information confirmed that Jeffrey Sleeber was the driver.
About a month later, Ryan said that they had sufficient evidence to prefer charges. And I went along and Jeffrey Sleeber was arrested.
It was just relief. There was still a person that died. It wasn't going to bring Martin back For me, it just felt that the puzzle was finished and that there was relief that there may be some justice for Martin and his family.
When the news finally came through that the police had arrested a suspect, I remember feeling so shaky and teary and, I don't know, just... They'd done the impossible. How can that be? But they did. So it wasn't impossible, it just was close to it.